Welcome back to Combined Alien and Horror, where hidden truths and untold stories come to light. Today we dive into They Told Us Halloween is for Costumes. They lied. It was never for candy or laughter. It was a knock at the wrong house, a door that opened to a darkness someone should have stopped. Listen close. This is the kind of night the cops shrug at on paper and whisper about in patrol cars. I was 22. We were at Nick's place. It smelled like fake fog and spent money. People laughed. Then the bangs started. Not a prank, not kids. A sound that splits the room in half. We froze. Nick ran. He came back with a look you can't unsee. Pure, naked horror. "Hide," he mouthed. We obeyed. Under beds, in closets, heartbeats like trapped animals. Downstairs, a radio died. A man bellowed. Then a scream stopped time. Gunshots turned a party into a crime scene. They demanded money. They wanted something darker. They wore masks and handed death like change. 2 friends fell, Jen and Robbie. Pulled down, gone. Left with holes and a silence that followed us home. Nick tried to live with it. He failed. The truth eats the living. This is the part they never print in the reports. Police took statements. They circled like vultures over rumors. Neighbors said they saw fedoras, gloves, sacks, an old-world robbery staged like theater. But someone moved the evidence. Someone with a badge smiled too easily. Someone with paperwork called it resolved. They closed the file. They closed the mouths. After that night, small things became impossible to ignore. Knocks when no one was there, phones that breathed heavy and hung up, lights cut by human hands, figure by the window that doesn't belong to any neighbor, a man outside in a mask who knows your name. You think it's random. You think you're safe when the porch light clicks off. You're not. The cover-ups stack like bodies. Names fall through the cracks. A party becomes a sentence. Grief becomes a commodity. Nick begged for help. Help read like a phone call answered by bureaucracy. Promises made, promises forgotten. He found shelter in pills and later in a needle. A small town swallows a scandal to keep its reputation. And Halloweens keep giving. Years later, a knock at 2 a.m. A joke turned violent when the fuse box is cut. A laugh on the line that wasn't your friend's voice. Someone learning how to be inside your walls, inside your life. Who trains those men? Who buys the masks? Who turn terror into a routine? We see patterns if we stop pretending it's random. A haunted house actor who keeps following. A man at the bridge who won't let kids pass. A jeep that corners laughter into panic. People who should protect us paying lip service while shadows practice their craft. There is an architecture to fear, and someone designed it. You want names? I have a handful. You want proof? I have photos and a list of open doors. But the papers that mattered were edited. Footage vanished. A neighbor was paid to move away. A cop with a clean record has a ledger that never sees daylight. So what do? Lock your doors? Call the police? Trust the system that stitched over our wounds? Maybe not. Here's what I know. Horror wears ordinary faces. It wears gloves and fedoras and smiles at fundraisers. It eats the margin between witnesses and the truth. And when you hear the knock at midnight, don't assume it's kids, because something darker practices on Halloween. Something that learned to hide in plain sight. And if you think the worst of it is behind us, You're wrong. Tonight, someone in a mask walked into a haunted attraction and didn't leave alone. They followed people home. They were never named. But there is one clue left, a photograph that doesn't lie. Not yet. Come back. Because what I'm about to reveal makes every Halloween, past and future, look like an invitation.